Well, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Sweden has officially done it. While everyone was distracted, this is what they're slowly trying to implement literally into your country as we speak, and this is why everything is happening by design, so that they can implement this solution. Just stick around and watch.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID, and he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
You like to touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's all in chip, so I use it like to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks.
Exactly.
So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first blip my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the fridge.
In Sweden, the microchips are already here.
The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards,
which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden.
No cash.
Process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete.
In the future, do you think everyone is going to be chipped?
I think it'll be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
Microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality.
Would you get microchipped for convenience so you don't have to worry about having an ID card or your keys or passes for public transportation? Is convenience worth it to have a microchip so that you don't have to carry around ID cards or car keys or keys to your apartment or home, or even to have access to public transportation? This is something that's been happening in Sweden since 2015. I'm Rosemary Havsam. I'm back again to let you know that you can take full control of your life by what you choose to put at the end of your fork. So let's get into it. So Sweden decided that people needed convenience, and let's see the data. People said by the thousands in Sweden that they would prefer to not have to carry ID and things in their wallet, making them bulky, you know, keys and transportation cards, all of those things. They thought it would be much easier to be inserted with a microchip that can open doors, that can be used as a bus pass or public transportation pass, or can be used as digital ID. Do you think that might be coming anywhere close to the United States? Well, stay tuned, because it's a lot closer than we think. But in Sweden, it was seen as something that could be much more convenient because people didn't like to carry around a lot of things. And it's so much easier to just present your hand where the microchip has been inserted, usually between the thumb and the forefinger. It's easier to present that chip to gain access to wherever you need it, wherever you need to go. But what is the fallout from that? What do you think is going to happen when people become very used to convenience and the convenience of not having to carry around ID because they themselves are now digital ID, and et cetera, and et cetera? What do you think that that's going to do? And who would have control over the coding of those microchips? Well, these are some of the questions that people are coming up with. Sweden is not the first country to microchip people. It actually started back in 1998, where the first documented person to become microchipped was Kevin Warwick. He was a British cybernetics expert. So this was right up his alley. Something to do to find out, well, could he access certain forms and certain pieces of data by swinging his elbow? This microchip enclosed in glass and allowed him to interact with technology just by a wave of his arm, which is where they had implanted it. So it goes back quite a few years as far as the idea of microchipping people. And now we're at the point where people are microchipping their dogs and cats. So it's not something that is completely unfamiliar to us. But microchipping human beings is another step in the direction of, what do you think, of control, of centralized control, and maybe removing some of the independence and self-control of people to somebody else's hands, all because of convenience. Not a good idea. Or is it? Is it better to have convenience, or is it better to have individuality and freedoms? People see it both ways. In Sweden, they see it as something that is just a foregone conclusion because it doesn't require any drama or any great debate. It's something that's used just as a part of their lives. Could that come to the United States, or is it here already? That is a question that experts and doubters who are very suspicious of microchipping humans are asking. Now, we do know from some checking right now, we know that the cost of microchipping a human being is between $150 and $200. So why would the American data have that kind of information if microchipping wasn't the next stage as to where we're going with cybersecurity and with convenience and the combination of the two? What do you think? Do you think it's worthwhile to be microchipped? Do you think it's something that is just a conspiracy theory and that people are overblowing it with negativity and suspicions? Or do you think it's something that we should welcome because it's convenient for people? And I will end with my own personal note, and that is sometimes the convenient thing is the very thing that we should avoid. Our brains need to have things that are not just convenient, but that are meaningful and will help our brains grow and develop to whatever age we live to be. So what do you think? Comment it below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And remember that I too have a YouTube channel that's Have Some, spelled HAV for Victor, SOM for Mother, where we can continue the conversation there. To your good health. Bye-bye.